All thanks to the Author Supply Company. Let's meet the ladies. First of all, in our blue corner, she weighed in at 47.8 kilos. She makes her MMA debut here tonight. She trains under Simon Carson at Absolute MMA. She fights out of Melbourne, Victoria. Give it up for young CCB Nghiem. In our red corner, her opponent weighed in at 48.4 kilos. 2 fights, 1 win is her fight record, training under Joel Zepasvari at the Combat Lab. She fights out of Coolum on the Sunshine Coast, Brooke Kenrick.
Well, we've got a couple of pocket rockets here. Both these girls, look at them, they're fired up. Bundles of energy. Bundles of energy.
Very interesting. Brooke Kenrick, the 3rd fight in 4 months, so very, very active. And speaking of active, we're straight into it.
She's got a couple unders, but she's back against the cage. Which the first fight to get. Yes, there we go. She's leaning into her now, trying to push her shoulders back. We've lost her position.
She's lost an underhook by the looks of it too.
Trying to grab that right leg, pull it from under her.
There is no doubt where both ladies are looking to get this.
For the double now. She wants to pull her hips away from the cage now so she can drop her down.
There's a trip there if she wants it.
Moving to the single. She'll need to pull that leg out though. She gets that hook, she needs to start circling. First get the hook and circle or pull the ankle.
I'm very partial too to switching to the double. She's got the underhook on the right side there as well. She could drop down for a double. And there she goes. It's a modified double. You're trying to take the ankle out.
This. With a hook in the back, but still.
Whoa, very crafty. Very crafty.
Very sneaky little manoeuvre.
If Young didn't have that overhook then, Brooke would have definitely had the back.
Yep. You said it. Interesting. Very crafty.
Shows so how important overhooks and underhooks are in the game of grappling. It looks like you're holding, but they're very strategic and very tactical for both offense and defense. Again, hunting down to the ankle.
I'd like to see a little bit of head control from Young here.
Yeah, she's on the wrong side with the head, unfortunately.
She is. She's getting her posture a little bit manipulated.
This is going to be taking a lot of energy from both fighters, actually, from defending and attacking.
Mm-hmm. No, you're not wrong. It's a battle of attrition always on the fence.
Nice knee throw there in the exchange.
Very sharp knee.
Oh.
Brooke absolutely swinging.
Young getting the takedown eventually.
We've got a knee shield blocking through. So what Young wants to do is pass her left leg over that knee that's blocking her. It's blocking her hips essentially. So if she can pop that left leg over, she's got the height now. She just needs to pop it through. Keeping head-arm control.
It is that knee in the shin that is giving her some trouble.
She needs to pop that, get her left knee to Brooke's hip. Making sure she can start working passing the half guard.
Very smart of Brooke here to break her posture down, because in the half guard, if Young is able to posture up, she'll be able to rain down some blows. So that's why we're seeing Brooke holding her and keeping her posture down.
Definitely. Moving to her side much too, because she's trying to push her ear to her chest. And therefore, it's harder for her to hit. If any hit comes through, it's just a bunny rabbit tap.
Good round.
It was a good round.
Young looking
round.
Yeah, very technical round. Young looking a little bit disappointed with herself. She might have wanted a bit of a better output, but I think she did very well. She had her against the cage. She got a cheeky takedown in there. She managed to pass. She managed to get past the knee shield eventually in the half guard. So they're all points for her.
In the grappling game, she definitely had the upper hand there. Didn't have quite good head control against the cage, but she did dominate quite quickly. Brooke's shoulders in. Really successfully controlling herself. Getting to the ground after the exchange of the hands and dominating from the top.
Yeah, if you had to give it to someone, absolutely got to give it to Young there. She spent a lot of time in positions where she wanted to be. Brooke's spending a lot of time in positions where she didn't want to be. Sometimes it's as simple as that.
Correct. Oh, we've had a bit of a spill on this.
Author Supply Company, our sponsor here tonight at Rain. Australian owned, Australian operated, and Chapter 1 just released. Premium grappling goods for the fine martial artist. Author Supply Company.com.
The crowd have been treated here today. We've had a couple of great fights already, and now the girls are on here. They're showing some fantastic technique. Crowd filing in, getting ready for the pro fights later on. So, wonderful event here put on by Cam O'Neill again.
Shout out to the big man.
Brooke looking very intense there in the corner.
Yeah, she can't wait to go. She's chomping at the bit.
Literally. Oh, kick to the shin there.
Exchange of leg kicks. Oh, great body kick.
Young, impressive with the Muay Thai strikes there.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're the one getting off first, your opponent's got nothing to do but either defend or slip and counter. But it's a tall order, especially when you're as fast as Young is. Good advice there from the corner. Circle off. If you've got that underhook, you got to use it.
Brooke's going for a guillotine, looks like. Would you sacrifice the position now for the guillotine and potentially get taken down?
Oh, absolutely not. I'm going crossface all day. I'm trying to get her posture up and away because something like this could happen. If that guillotine fails...
That looks nice. Actually, oh no, she's lost it. She's lost the control now.
Yeah.
Goes back on top. Again, like the first fight. Pushing her neck against the cage. Just try to take the alignment off the spine off. Brooke is pivoting here. Aiming to go for some type of armbar or triangle attempt, but the cage is in the way.
Oh, you might see her getting rolled over here. No, defends well. That arm now is not in a position to help. It's good that she's trying to get it back. If that arm is down and through the legs, it's not near her face and it's not posting up to get up.
Brooke here wants to put her head close to Young's hip, just to avoid the strikes coming from the left hand. As much as she can, she needs to get heading towards that underhook hand. But Young's doing well by pushing her face down, keeping the distance.
Very cluey here. Young, she knows what she's going to do. She knows what she's going to do, the dangers of that underhook about letting her up, and she's just shutting her down. She's one step ahead.
That's right, she's being patient here. She is in a poor position right now to have a back taken possibly.
Absolutely. We want to see a whizzer, and we do.
She's got the whizzer control, stopping her from coming up and taking the back, but...
Very cluey.
Brooke's still going for the hook. Oh, we lost it.
We're up. Almost shades of the position we saw before. This time Young going for a guillotine.
She's actually up on the padding, on the cage there, not on the ground.
They must have small feet, I think.
Yeah, she's a whole 5'6" now.
Young's doing good with her base here. See, she's doing like a yoga pyramid stance here, where she's pivoting her feet to the side.
Correct, Mundo.
Giving her more leverage against the cage here, and then she can turn. Now taking back control.
50-50, one underhook apiece.
Final moments of round number 2 for these girls.
Referee just warning about grabbing the cage there. Looking for the Wmma sweep.
And a good way to close out the round. I've got to say,
tough round again.
Yeah, another tough round, but if you had to boil it down to something, that the guillotine that Brooke held on to, that didn't end up paying off for her, it allowed Young to get a takedown, and she spent a lot of time there. There's only 3-minute rounds, so you can't afford to be down there for that long.
Definitely controlled from the ground game there. Definitely held position on top, was patient, picked her shots. They were small shots, but she did pick them into the ribs just to pepper up a bit.
Oh, I think we're going to have to say 1 round each maybe, and then going into the 3rd round, who's going to take it? I mean, it's hard to score. Obviously, the judges are objective, and we're on different sides and different angles, but I think for the sake of the viewers at home, we're going to go 1 round each to make it this one the final.
I'm going to go 2 rounds to Young, actually.
Oh, true. Well, there we go. That's why I'm not the expert. So what we're saying is that Brooke needs the knockout or the finish, the submission.
I don't know. I'm going to be a bit more diplomatic and sit this one out, especially when it comes to the ladies. I know when to pick my battles.
Very wise.
going with that oblique kick with the right there. She's trying to stuff her kicks coming through every time. Dropping down for the double. Oh, here we go again. Brooke's taking a guillotine though. From this thing, it looks
Doesn't
like
look very deep. Doesn't look very deep. Doesn't got under that chin.
What she wants to do is keep her left leg on top to stop her from rolling over, but also using it to bring her hips up and put more pressure and more leverage with the choke. Essentially pushing Young's chin down to her chest.
Oh, she's readjusted. You want to see Brooke high up on the neck with her arm in guillotine, don't you? You don't want to see her yanking too far away.
Well, she actually wants to bring her right elbow closer to her own ribs to torque the neck with the
Right.
arm in guillotine. Because we've got a different hand alignment here compared to like the Marcelo team.
And she's out.
Beautiful work.
One thing we often see is people going for the guillotine and then finding that there's quite a draining maneuver and then
Absolutely.
not
That's
having
correct.
the energy to.
Well, there's a reason why you see it so often in fights is because you see it so much in training. But a result of that is people defend it very well because they're seeing the other side of it too. So, yeah, you need to know when you've really got to go for a guillotine, and it's almost like swinging for a home run sometimes for a KO, going for an arming guillotine.
Brooke making
This
her
is
way
the
around the
last round
side.
for these
Again,
girls. Everybody, let's make some noise. Get them going.
oh, she's got the underhook now. This can actually potentially go to the back. She's going to move to the back, round to the left side.
Oh, Young smart at squaring up, taking the angle away. She's not out of the woods yet, though. If she takes that left arm, the post away there, Chris, she could almost have a sweep there.
Yeah, she was going for a flower sweep, but she needed to switch her hips around a bit more. But unfortunately, Young is controlling her head. Controlling the head, therefore controlling the body. She couldn't swing around.
Wow,
And the referee doesn't like it.
that's quite surprising. I like it, but don't often see the referees. I felt they were both trying to maneuver forward.
He's a striker, apparently, this referee.
Whoa.
Oh, and Young connects.
Again, going for the hook. She likes to go for the right hook there with her leg.
She does, absolutely.
To reach down and try to go for an ankle pick with the left side, except unfortunately, again, the head control is limiting her from able to do that.
Yeah, if Young was to get the head on the other side of that, it'd be an entirely different story. She's got the underhook working Brooke's position up and over, and then she'd have the forward, because the whole body's going to follow where the head goes.
Yeah,
so if
exactly.
she can force Brooke's head over there, her whole body's going to have to follow. It's just basic anatomy.
Exactly. She wants to get her head actually under her jaw there and use the underhook high up under the shoulder to tilt Brooke over to the side. Looks like Brooke was trying to jump for a full guard there.
Yeah. That might have been a Hail Mary attempt in her own right, but hard against the cage.
Another good round there. In your opinion, Jake, who would you give that to?
I got to give it to Young just based on being on top. There's no 2 points for passing the guard. There's no IBJJF rules here.
No advantages, unfortunately.
No. Brooke did have her chances, like we saw. There was a couple sweep opportunities there. There we see her attacking a leg into a deep half, but it was just fruitless, unfortunately for Brooke. And the way these things go, whoever spends the most time on top usually takes it.
Well, here we go as we go up to Dave Ella for the decision. Judges, just getting the judges' cards in, trying to add it up. Obviously a very difficult fight to score. Unless you're Christian, in which case you're giving it to Young. So let's hear what Dave Ella's got to say as he brings the two fighters into the middle.
Well, we go to the judges' scorecards for the first time tonight, and after 3 rounds, all 3 judges scored the fight 30 points to 27. It's a unanimous win for our blue corner, Young Nghiem.
Well, Cristiano, that's why we get him in here. That's why he gets paid the big money.